Hello and welcome everybody to today's edition of Mexico News Network's Breaking News Business. I'm your host, Elliot Bullman. Remember to follow us on all our social networks and to catch us every day by logging onto our website, mexiconewsnetwork.com, for relevant stories and news. Let's start with today's show. The unemployment rate in Mexico registered its lowest level in February in about 11 years. James Salazar, Deputy Director of Economic Analysis at Banco, explained that the services sector continues to grow above 3.5% annually, and that employment growth will remain steady due to expansion of the export sector. Exports and economic activity are higher than forecasted growth at the beginning of the year. It seems that companies are trying to take advantage of favorable economic headwinds to export. Mexico's manufacturing sector increased during February at a rate of 3.6% per year, the most significant growth since April of 2011. Statistics indicate that since October last year, manufacturing employment has been constantly expanding. Computer and communication equipment manufacturing have driven the growth of the labor force the most. In the second half of last year, the number of manufacturing jobs advanced at an average rate of 6.7%, while in the first 2 months of 2017, it's remained at an expansion rate of 8%. In other news, Millennials are reaching their peak spending years, and Generation Z is not far off either, leading brands to compete for the custom of young consumers. The companies named at the top of the study, which measured brand popularity among younger US buyers, are Victoria's Secret, Sephora, and Nike, according to a report by Condé Nast and Goldman Sachs Group. A key factor for business success is their online presence. Amazon.com was chosen as a favorite retailer in all categories and was the best shopping application for women. Consumers of the next generation were born with their phones in their hands, and they're addicted to technology and expect efficiency and immediacy in everything they do, said Pamela Drucker-Mann, Director of Marketing for Condé Nast. Watching what they do is like a preview of the total buyers. Companies are making every effort to facilitate e-commerce, as more than a third of clothing purchases in the United States are made online, according to the study. Traditional retailers promote their e-commerce activity whenever they can. Victoria's Secret's parent company, L Brands, raised the issue online 12 times during the February earnings conference call. Lululemon Athletica, ranked 8th on the list, said strengthening its online business is a priority for the coming months. As for Amazon, the e-commerce giant was the most popular brand in the studio, ranking among the top 10 in all fashion categories. In other headlines, Mexico ranks second in scientific production in Latin America, according to the head of the Coordinating Commission of National Institutes of Health and High Specialty Hospitals, Guillermo Ruiz Palacios. He pointed out that the National Autonomous University of Mexico is the most important academic center in the country, with 4,159 researchers in the National System of Researchers of the National Council of Science and Technology. This is followed by the CONACYT Public Research Centers and the health system with 1,661, and fourth is the National Polytechnic Institute, the Autonomous Metropolitan University, and other entities. The official said that the National Institutes of Health and High Specialty Hospitals have 1.318 SNI researchers compared to 324 from the Mexican Social Security Institute and 19 from the ISSSTE. He noted that the amounts required to promote the creation of a consortium to strengthen technologies and innovations for the improvement of health will depend on the innovations generated, but the initiative could start with $5 or $10 million and increase exponentially as health institutes and research centers are integrated. The consortium will start working with research projects in areas such as orthopedics, cardiology, nutrition, immunology, and diagnostics, and hope that next year 10 or 20 innovations will be ready. And finally, let's check the markets. The Mexican peso increased 0.73% to 18.96 from 18.82 in the previous trading session. IPC Mexico increased 0.85% to 49,382 from 48,968 in the previous trading session. This was all for today. Thank you for joining us. I'm your host, Elliot Bullman. Remember to follow us on all our social media networks, Facebook, Twitter, and Google+, and catch us live on MexicoNewsNetwork.com for more information on Mexico and the world. Until next time.